It's your boy Black Rue back with another video. Man, see, I just changed this thing and now it's acting stupid. Um, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Black Rue back with another video. Looks like I'm gonna have to do something with the screen here, but whatever. Um, yeah, guys, let's talk what hasn't moved much, but will later in year of end reflection plus projection. Let's get it. But before I get started, of course, cue my guy, Indigo Saint. Let me find it, Indigo here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black View Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was black or invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on our black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested.
What's up, guys? Again, we're back in the house here. Let's talk what hasn't moved much, but we will later. End of the year reflection plus projection. Got to do that. And a shout out to our community, right? We got a moderator, E, in the chat room. What's up, E? What's up, Rob B? Hey, man, that ETF, I don't know. I guess MEXC was capping on that one because it didn't happen. But all that news that we gave is still in the background. The SEC did meet with BlackRock. They also met with someone else too. I think Grayscale. So something is brewing. Okay. Everybody keeps saying January 8th. Who knows, man? At this point, like usually when they say something, it's like the exact opposite. So maybe we get it in March instead of January, but we'll see here. I don't know why the screen keeps bugging out, dude. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, maybe that'll help. Or not. But yeah, what's up, Stacking Satoshis? What's up, Omen Owens? But yeah, let's get into it, y'all. So the screen thing is gonna bug the crap out of me. Let me go ahead and share the screen here. Okay, so let's start with reflection, right? Reflection's always good. It's always good to reflect on both your successes and your mistakes. Let's just take some of the top 100 and reflect on successes here, and mistakes will come up as well here. Just following the channel, you know I love ISOs. There was one ISO that was criminally undervalued, and that was Algorand, which I believe is like okay, there we go, 42. So it went all the way down to 8 cents. Sitting here at 24, you got a 3x. So that's another thing. Kind of like if you were waiting around and you thought you had 6 months, you just really didn't have a good time here. And like we didn't wait. We did not wait. But things we can pull from this is just buy when you have a big dip, right? Have a big dip, buy. Like, don't listen to the it's going to go lower crowd. If you got a dip, just buy. More than likely, you're never going to get like a bigger dip than the current. So, in reflection on that, the lowest that we had Bitcoin go was the whole Sammy Bankman-Fried thing, which that covers another mistake there. But yeah, lowest we had Bitcoin go was the whole Sammy Bankman-Fried incident, in which Bitcoin was at 15, And I'm sure BlackRock, even though maybe they can't invest in Bitcoin, stock derivatives of Bitcoin on the stock market, I'm sure they made tons of money shorting things because it went from 20K all the way down to 15. I'm sure a lot of people made tons of money shorting just derivatives here, right? So whole Sam Bankman-Fried thing happened, and that's the lowest we've gotten Bitcoin. That was just before the new year of 2023, and that is the lowest we had Bitcoin for about 12 months, right? As it turns out, from that point on, pretty much the Bitcoin chart was bullish, right? And I remember coming on that day. I came on the day this thing happened. I was like, hey, buy, right? And people was just thinking, hey, it's going to go lower. It's going to go lower. Always remember at this point, right? Like, what does it matter that it would go like $3,000 lower when you're already getting it at 15K? And all of us to learn. Gratefully, it wasn't a lesson I needed to learn, but just something to think about. And I know CryptoVisor, shout out to him. I love his channel. That's something he always mentions. He's like, what does it really matter that you buy? If you're buying it at 15 and you think it's going to go to like 100,000, what does it matter if you bought it at 15 or 12? Like it doesn't. And he's right. Like it really doesn't matter at that point. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And now that also leads me to one mistake, if you will. Solana. All right. So every time that like there's always a rumor that okay, BlackRock's going to push down Bitcoin so they can make one more push. Right? So who's to say that at this point when they push down both Bitcoin and Solana, right? This was not the time that people started kind of loading up on those things. There's so much FUD on Solana here. I remember CEO of ICP came on BitBoy's channel, and he said like Solana was like running. They were running like they had no smart contracts, and they were running something on like Microsoft Azure. Like their actual smart contracts was basically just doing Web 2 stuff, and I'm gonna have to find that video for you guys. Hopefully, it's still up on their channel. But basically, there was something in the way he said that kind of got to me, and I kind of like brushed it off. Don't brush off those feelings. And I think the way he said that might have been like, okay, he didn't believe what he was saying, or maybe what, you kind of know what I'm saying. I'm trying to be careful with my words here, but I fell for the hype. I fell for the whole Solana okie doke here. When Solana was pushed down to $8, I fell for the okie doke here. So some of the things that we can pull from that is, just be cognizant. There were other things that we could have learned if we paid like more attention and not falling victim for the FUD. The Helium deal never went anywhere with Solana. The Solana phone deal never went anywhere. Grayscale still had a Solana trust. So there were things to be able to notice there, right? So basically, something my guy Red Dad Blue Dad used to say: if you got eyes to hear and ears, like if you got eyes to see and ears to hear, or something like that. Shout out to him. Like, just gotta see through the bull, right? So let's see who we got in the house here. Okay, and of course we'll get to all of the questions. I have all the questions there, right? So a little bit off of a reflection now, and we'll kind of just mix it in. We'll mix it all in here today. Let's move a little bit to things that have not moved. All right. For the most part, AI has taken a huge step back, other than FET which is on Cosmos. The whole Cosmos ecosystem has just been booming, right? Osmosis, Cosmos, Terra Classic, that whole system has just gone bananas. Okay. Um, so other than Fetch AI, there's a fair amount of AI coins that have taken a step back, right? So Fetch for the year has gone from 9 cents all the way to 74. Amazing growth for Fetch. Again, like we were saying before with the whole Bitcoin chart, basically Bitcoin and a lot of coins have been bullish since the whole Sammy Bankman-Fried thing. And the way it's looking is kind of shaping up again for things to kind of like after January or after this December where everybody rebalances their portfolio, like come January, people are going to be putting a whole large swath of money in. So it's important for us right now to kind of do the same thing, like that much, right? Go to AGIX, popular AI coin on Cardano. We can see that it's taking a little bit of a step back. Of course, at this market cap, some people could say, okay, maybe you would move on to something else. But again, when you think about possible blue chippy type of things to have in your portfolio, this could be one of them, right? You know, if we look at where it was the beginning of the year all the way up to 59 cents, it's pretty much kind of stable here at 34, right? So AI might be some things that we want to look at because this narrative will probably have another pump come 2024, right? So this is just one, and I'd love to hear from you guys. What hasn't moved yet? What are you looking at that hasn't moved yet? Let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it. Another one, you can look at some of the ISOs, right? We've seen that Algorand has tripled, right? But what about Caspa, right? In Caspa, you can kind of call it like an honorary ISO coin, right? Um, at least this Casper, not Caspa, excuse me. Caspa, we made a lot of money. Like that was a great thing for the show, right? We're on it at 2 cents, went all the way up to like 20 or something like that, right? And it settled down at 10 cents. But we'll get back to that. That's more reflection, right? Um, so Casper. By the way, you can stake this on Casper Live for 11.3 something APY. Okay, so you're getting over 10% what you're staking here. But yeah, you can see for the year, even this kind of it doubled, right? But when in comparison to things like you can see here, big drop from when it first came out. But if you paid attention to this channel and others, shout out to X Frontier. He came on the show for an interview. Check out his channel. He does some of the greatest Casper news. He had even the CEO on his channel. Like, cool guy, does great Casper news. You know, Casper has a lot of tech. They're trying to hit enterprises up. I think this will have its day, right? Come 2024. So Casper, something that you may want to look at that has not moved. again, going in the whole ISO direction. H bar was one we looked at. We've been touting H bar kind of heavy on here. It also 2x'd. But again, where it's sitting right now to where it's been, it's still at a bargain at almost 9 or 8 cents. It's been fluctuating between 8 and 9. There we go. 8.9 right now. Still another 2x for the show if you look at it from where it started at the beginning of the year to where it is now. But if we look at where it's been, last bull run, this was as high as over 50 cents. So you still got a lot of room of growth here. Now let's go over and see what we got in the chat here. Oh, David Middleton, bro. That happens to me all the time, bro. All the time. I saw that with Boba. Man, I know how you feel, bro. I know how you feel. But we'll get into that too. And welcome, David Middleton. Corey AI. And shout out to E. One of his picks, Camelot, is doing pretty good right now, up 40%. I put a little bit in it, so I have a little bit of Camelot. Hopefully those guys continue to go. Shout out to E. Yeah, I know what you're saying, T. Will, Lineman for Hire. It looks like a ghost chain from like the overall like chart I just showed you from where it started to where it is right now. But trust me, they're hanging out with the World Economic Forum people. They have like little deals with people in place, deals with I think IBM. They work pretty heavy with IBM, just like HBAR does. So CASPA is some deeper research to be done there than what just the chart. That chart looked horrible for sure. It looked horrible. We'll go back here. I'm not ducking this chart, but if you do the deeper research, you'll see that CASPA has a lot going for it. Casper, excuse me. So hard when these people choose the same name for things, but I kind of know why they do that. That C, that 3, because C is like third letter. C has a lot of significance for these people. And that C, a C is a K too. You know that from the English language, that backwards K. But that's a whole even different subject right there for crypto and conspiracy. But yeah, the chart looks terrible. It does from when it first started. But if you do your research, you'll know like, and there's some of those videos are actually on the channel here where we talked about Casper and some of the things it has going on for it. And I definitely suggest you check out X Frontier's channel. So yeah, going back to some more ISOs that haven't moved yet. Stellar, okay, XLM. And shout out to my boy Tim Shea from the Maximus crypto community. I don't know if he's around, but he was telling me about Stronghold. Stronghold has had a nice little time right now. Stronghold is a payment crypto on Stellar, and that's another sector that hasn't moved that much, actually. Payment cryptos. Remind me to get back to payment cryptos if I don't talk about them, all right? It's payment cryptos, that sector has to move, okay? Because if we're really thinking crypto is going to be what it is, which is all fiat is eventually going to move over to crypto, that now means that we're going to need to use those payment systems, right? So remind me about the whole payment system thing. But Stellar, and if we look at this chart, this is actually a pretty good chart. Every year, Stellar goes from like $1 down to like 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 cents. Dollar, like a dollar, right? Like 90 to 80 cents, down to like 9 or 8 cents. So here it is sitting at 12 cents. And we know, like, we've had a darn near 8-year precedent with this coin for it to go all the way back up to, the 80 something cent area. And if you paid attention to the news we've presented to you on here, they have a deal with Franklin Templeton. Hello, Franklin Templeton. And I think I got that name right. Franklin Templeton or Franklin State. It's Franklin Templeton, I'm pretty sure. And they're huge. They're a huge hedge fund, right? They're one of the only companies to have that deal with them. Bodes really well for tokenization. Stellar's, they're on the advisory board, the commission, the CFTC's advisory moved yet, but has an 8-year history of moving, right? So definitely Stellar is one that, if you're looking at stuff that hasn't moved, and that's one to look at. Now, heading back to payment cryptos. Now, this is a payment crypto on Stellar's platform. It's already up 3% or 300%. I'm so mad I only put a little bit into this, but I knew it. I knew this dang on thing was going to move. Just like my man David Middleton is talking about Boba. Just like that, but I did not put capital over there in it. Enough capital. I put some over there. But yeah, Stronghold already up over the last couple days. 200%, bro. 200%. And shout out to Tim Shea. He did put this on one of my chats. He's like, have you seen? It's funny that he put it on my chat because he's like, have you seen that it's been moving the last 30 days? I kid you not. I hadn't seen his message, but like an hour before I had moved some money over to Stronghold. So it's really funny how like little mental things like that happen, right? Where it's like somebody will talk about something that you just did or you were just thinking about, and it's just like when things like that happen to me, I feel like, okay, like, all right, then you telling me, God, you just telling me to put more money over here. Right? You're just saying, okay, like, yeah, you're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? Like it's just like a message from the universe to me, type of deal. If you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Tim Shea. I hope he watches this and sees that I appreciate him and the Maximus crypto community. But yeah, this whole sector has to move. Okay. And we could look at tons of different things in this sector that have history. Wait, let's go back. We didn't see the history on this one. That has a history of popping up. So we don't know when it, like this was last bull run. We don't know when it's gonna pop up to 3 cents, but that's like a 5 or 6x from here. All you got to do is just put a little money there and wait, right? And with Stronghold, the thing that happened to me is once I could no longer get it on KuCoin, I was like, oh dang. And see, and this shows you that CoinMarketCap doesn't list everything, right? Like I get it on my Lobster app, my Lobster Stellar wallet. Maybe that's what Stellar term means. I don't know. But apparently you can also get it on Sushi Swap too. But you know, they're like, it's things like this that are kind of hard to get to that'll give you really good gains. Okay. Um, and shout out to the Telegram. Completely free to join. We got people in here talking about airdrops. Links are in the description, by the way. I don't talk much about airdrops, but there's a lot of knowledgeable people in here talking about airdrops. I appreciate you. Shout out to the community. Shout out to Sniper 4. Shout out to Courtney Johnson. Shout out to Stranger Crypto and Focus. Shout out to E, of course. Shout out to Tyson. Shout out to the whole community. And I wish everybody a very successful and prosperous 2024. Man, people in here, man, we're serious. We're serious in here. And I can tell you, and I can keep going over it, like things like Courtney Johnson. Shout out to Courtney Johnson. Courtney gave me a couple I missed. Thorchain and Render. Courtney was great on those, and I might be forgetting some. Courtney, if you in the chat, let me know, bro. But this is the important part of a community, that you got people looking at stuff you might miss, and they let you know about it. I love it, bro. I love it. So shout out to Courtney Johnson. If I miss anybody's name here in the community, just know I appreciate you. Just know I appreciate you. I'm sorry if I miss anybody's name. Cryptwork, Ace, like such. They had got rid of like a whole bunch of our members, like Telegram did, just out of the blue, but most of them seem to be back. Shook Focus, Kid Graybo, Jones D. Got I don't think this is real Nick Cannon, but we got a Nick Cannon in the group here. Shout out to all you guys, but I'm sure we're gonna hit everybody. But yeah, Stronghold, you see that it's here. Another payment crypto, AMP, just starting to move. Like low key, the Winklevoss twins are connected to this. Like if you try to research that, you can't really find that they're connected to it, but it's on the Flexa network, which is connected to Gemini. So it's like it's sketchy in that you don't kind of know if they're attached to it, but they're attached to it. So just FYI on that one. I think they kind of removed their names from being attached to it because it's a payment crypto. So they can't really be attached to a payment crypto, I don't think. So that's where that's coming from, I believe. That whole symbol that they use from AMP, you can see that HASNT uses this symbol. This is clearly, and this ALF uses the symbol alpha something. This is clearly a symbol that elites use and have some type of meaning to them. Like, and again, I just point these symbols out to you guys. I don't necessarily know what they're using the symbol for, but just like in crypto, I can come and look at a chart and pattern the chart. When I constantly see these symbols, I see the pattern. There's something to it there. So especially when you see it over multi-disciplines, like what the hell? So HASNT just chose this. I don't know, bro. Has a lot to do with the all-seeing eye and all of this other stuff, but that's a whole nother show. But yeah, here we go with AMP, right? Last bull run got all the way to 10 cents. And if you do believe that the Winklevosses or someone like them are behind this, they're probably going to pump it at some point in time. Okay? They're probably going to pump it at some point in time. So another payment crypto out here that's just kind of hanging out, hasn't really moved much, even though I think over the month is up 200%. So yeah, it is up 200% over the month. If you look from here, from like the 10th all the way to here. But if you can believe that this is going to go back to 10 cents or even a cent, that's like a 4 or 5x, right? So there's that. There's so many other payment cryptos, but Alchemy Pay. And there you have again the kind of triangle A looking type of deal. Um, and again, we know the triangle with the all side, the rock, if you like Jay-Z and uh, that whole thing again, right? You can only see it so much until you say, okay, that's a little more than a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a little bit more than a coincidence now. So Alchemy Pay, even again, analyzing the whole year. So the whole year we've been bullish, and people keep saying, wait, Bitcoin's gonna go lower. Wait, Bitcoin's gonna go lower. Like, bro. Jeez, it's just crazy. So 0.008 to 2 cents. I've looked at a couple ETH wallets. There are people holding 1 million Alchemy Pay. So what does that tell you, right? Has gotten, I think this was when it was first listed on Coinbase. It just went from like nothing all the way to 16 cents. I'm sure people made millions on that, right? Here we are sitting at 2 cents, and we've been over how many people Alchemy is connected to. They're connected to Avalanche, they're connected to Binance, to so many different companies offering on ramps to crypto. But yeah, let's go over here, and we're going to get to all of these different chats, okay, guys? We're going to get to them all. Yes, crypto investor, ICP is as real as it seems. We're going to get to it. What's up, Kenneth Carter? Black Rue Crew is definitely in the house. But yeah, let's go back over here. Okay. Man, yeah, there's a couple people that feel like that, man, that they wish they bought more ICP. But going back, ICP, that whole thing that they did with BitBoy, and they were talking about Solana, seems to me like they played their role as far as that goes. Bro, let me just try to. I don't know why this thing keeps doing this. I'm gonna fix it because it's annoying me. Virtual background. It's been doing this a lot lately. I think I may need to replace my camera. Okay, so there we go. Let's go back over here. Okay, now let's get into the area of DeFi. If we look at DeFi Llama, okay, what we can notice here. So this is kind of the tipping point here. This area, like 52, like 54 million. You can see here in 2023, we got to that point at some point of the year. We were close to that. So if we get up to like 55 million, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure right now we're already in a bull market. But this in January, I really just expect this to really just catch catch fire, okay, and start getting up into the 60 range, right? Um, but in this, we've had, and I can show you with this how much DeFi goes right into a coin's price. And by the way, some of my airdrop people, let me know if some of these airdrops that they mentioned here on DeFi Llama of coinless coins, excuse me, actually are like legitimate or yeah. So let me know if this DeFi Llama airdrops section is actually something. So they start off listing Parsi, CKE, all of these different things. Let me know if this is worth it or if they're giving good information here. But yeah, going back to chains here. Here it's moving a little slow. I need to kill some stuff. Close. Close the Telegram. And shout out to the Patreon. Less than a cup of coffee. You can have a weekly watch list. Links are in the description. Make sure I'm closing stuff. Quit. Okay. So, all right. So where were we? Okay, chains. So let's look at 1 month change. Okay, let's look at that. One of the things you're going to notice on here. Well, actually, let's do 24-hour volume. Yeah, that's what we want to do. So look at here near. Okay, that's 24-hour volume. They're up to like 9 million 24-hour volume. 1 month, they're up 71%. Last 7 days, up 50, like basically 50%. Now let's go look at Near's price. So DeFi Llama, that is really a site that you can utilize if you're really, really up on it, and you can check things like a lot. DeFi Llama is a really useful site and some of the data that they give. So if we look at Near, I know for sure Near in the last couple days has busted out, and yeah, look at that market cap, right? But it's probably going to go even further. Come on. Okay, so over the last 7 days, remember, DeFi went up like 50%. And so did the price. Went up like 50%. So like that's when you can look at DeFi and see like it's a strong indicator of price. Like not every coin is a DeFi coin, right? But it can be a strong indicator of price. And you can see probably a lot of these ones in this top 20 have been moving. Of course, number one, 24-hour volume, 2.6 billion. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Ethereum, Arbitrum, a billion. So Arbitrum, I think, is kind of undervalued where it's sitting right now. And of course, Optimism. And what do we see Optimism do the last couple days? But again, like looking at that, Arbitrum is blowing Optimism out of water right now in 24-hour volume. So Arbitrum looks undervalued where it is sitting right now. But let's go look here. Optimism over the last 7 days. And see, and that's too, you can see like it seems like people are kind of rebalancing their portfolios a little bit because now money flowing into some of these top guys. A lot like really heavy. So optimism over the last 7 days, and just looking at this makes me like more bullish on Arbitrum. I need to go grab some more Arbitrum. And maybe that's also too, shout out to E again. Maybe that's why we're seeing so much Camelot. Because Camelot is a DEX on Arbitrum. But looking here, last 7 days, boom, boom, boom. So let's look at this supply. So I think this is really telling us Arbitrum is undervalued, sitting where it is right now. So total supply 4.2 billion, circulating supply a little under a billion. Let's look at Arbitrum. Bear with me. This is deciding to move slowly. Okay, Arbitrum supply is considerably more. It doesn't say what the max supply is, but it's saying total supply is 10 billion. But you can see it it's been lapping are getting a little spruce up of it, but I think it may still be undervalued considering it's getting 4x more value in its DeFi than Optimism is. So something to look at. Here we can see Thorchain. Shout out again to Courtney Johnson. Avalanche. Avalanche is up already like 3x. Like, and shout out to our show because I came on here like when it was at $11, and he was like, Arbitrum or Avalanche looks undervalued. I'm like, you're right. It does look undervalued. I went and bought a couple after the show, and then like the next day it was like at $20. And you know, here it is at 45, and it's still undervalued where it is right now, right? At this point, you probably want to move on and buy something else, but Avalanche still undervalued sitting here because it was as high as $100 last bull run, right? And this just like goes to show like all the people that were waiting, like what were you waiting on? What were you like seriously, like if Avalanche was already at $10, where did you think it was gonna go at that point, right? It's already at 10. And you weighted yourself out of a 4x for what? Like maybe it would have gone from $10 to like $7. Like it's just you have to look, you gotta look at that. Like you gotta look at that. Okay, it's taking a little long to load. You guys know I came on here I came on here after the whole Sam Bankman-Fried thing, and I came on after we broke we broke the high at 31K, and I was like, okay, bull run's here. I don't remember when that was. I think that was sometime in November. But here we go from like November 6th, boom. But again, still kind of a bargain because last bull run it was as high as $133. But again, like if you were like almost the entire year, like the beginning of the year, it was at $11, right? Could have had it there. Could have had it here at $8. Like $9. We can say that's more than $9, $8.50 or whatever. But crazy stuff. So let's get to some of the comments here. Avalanche is huge. Took advantage from one of your last lives. Thank you on that one. What's up, OMC? Shout out to OMC, another great frequent watcher. Appreciate you, brother. Real hard at work for the people. You know it, Cotton. So let's start at the top here. Omen Owens with the abundance to the chat, and Black Rue, appreciate it. My guy Rob B from the one-on-one podcast community, appreciate him coming through. We addressed the ETF stuff. They're telling them divest. Yes, sir. Collect up or down. Yep. What's your opinion on what's up, Kay, on Shiba? There are a lot of institutions holding Shiba. Shiba is definitely more than a meme coin right now. I actually do think Shiba will go up at some point. Are there better things out here than Shiba? Possibly, but I don't think it's something that is a bad play at all. Here, look at where it is right now. I honestly haven't been following it for that long, or I've been following it for a while, but I haven't looked at it in a while, I should say. Oh, okay. It's because I need to look at shit. Not Shiba. Come on. Come on. All right. Gonna play me coin market cap. It's still in the top 100, right? So let's just look. Let's go about it that way. It's crazy. Who would have thought Solana would be the fourth highest crypto in total market cap? If you would have said that to somebody like a year ago, they would just looked at you like you're like you're drinking, like you're drinking and you need to stop. Just goes to show, man, you gotta see through some of the stuff when people are flooding. Even the big and the big dudes are out there, the ones that were famous, which really makes you believe that it was a plan to begin with, right? The Bit Boys and all of them, they were out there, they were out here flooding it. So it really makes you believe it was a plan. At least on some of those big dudes' parts. Like I know CryptoVisor said he wouldn't touch it, but I don't think there was nothing malicious from him saying that. But some of these other people, I don't know. So let's see where it's at right now. Where is it over the year? So over the year is still pretty even-ish, right? We got everything where it's like, okay, from October on has been boom, boom, boom. But overall, yeah, overall, if you look at this, like if you imagine it just comes back to this middle area here. That's something, right? And it does have more things going for it now as far as like metaverse and all of that. But again, you got this 589.3 589 trillion supply, but I know there are a lot of different exchanges that are holding this, and one crypto or one stock that I'm invested in bought. They were doing something about crypto custody, and I believe SHIB was one of the coins that it was going to custody. So what does that tell you? That they think it's going to go up. So Presearch has all of these commercials now. I don't like it. Okay, here we go. I think this is the thing. November 15th. Always the 15th. That's six, boy. That's six. We do our taxes like April 15th. That's six, boy. They love it. Okay, so I believe in here it says that they're going to custody Doge, SHIB. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. In addition to enhanced capabilities, Bakkt will add 6 additional tokens to the blocked custody platform. A total of 8 coins, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, Dogecoin, USDC coin, and Shiba Inu. Okay. These additional assets allow us to cater to clients seeking more fluidity between platforms. We are pleased to increase our offering in a secure and regulatory first way. So they're looking at doing this for not only institutional clients. So what does that say about these cryptos, right? These are obviously cryptos that they're expecting to be almost as good as cash, which is why or gold or actual commodities, which is why they're custodying these cryptos. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, Dogecoin, USDC, and Shiba Inu. We already know about USDC, right? How Circle and their connection to the World Economic Forum and their connection to MetaMask and all of this other stuff, right? So we already know what that's about. Like you can almost say the USDC is the US stablecoin at this point, right? But I digress. So it really makes me think like, okay, it's almost worth it to hold at least one of all of these. Like when I say one, I'm thinking more about at least one. I'm thinking about the guys like Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Bitcoin, right? Those that are like almost SHA 256 coins, right? But yeah, it's surprising that they put Shiba Inu and Dogecoin in this list. So if that's something, tells you that sheep should have a day, right? He's telling us about Corgi AI because I mentioned AI at the beginning of the show. Sup again, David Middleton. Happy Shabbat. Saturday. I put Bobo on my watch list yesterday. 12 hours later, it was up 140. Man, I'm telling you, can't tell you how many times that's happened, bro. I know, bro. It's annoying, but once it just tells you you have to kind of listen to yourself more, bro. Like, hey, like, okay, I'm watching it, but maybe I put in a little piece, you know. We already went over Casper. Shout out to T Will, lineman for hire. Dot, I think we'll see a new all-time high of 2025. Yep, Dot, and that's another kind of undervalued one out there. And what's up, Jay? There was some NFTs alleged minted on Casper Network. IPWE minting. Yeah, IPWE and Casper is something to definitely look into. If you don't know if you haven't done research into Casper, if you look at IPWE, man, you'll understand. Is Jasmine a part of this video? Hey, Jasmine is another one. Like Jasmine, if we look at it and see how far it's gone pretty far. Like I got a big bag of Jasmine, and a lot of the reason for that big bag of Jasmine is my man Maximus Crypto. Definitely check out his show. He has some of the best Jasmine research out there. Jasmine has popped up within the last couple months. You see here on the week chart. It's dangerously close to getting back to that. Where is this? 50 EMA. I think we need to look at this on a chart that's like longer. Maybe Coinbase. Maybe MXC. There we go. So Jasmine is crazy because they added extra supply, and so when you see this is a little misleading that it went from $4 all the way down to where it is right now because they added supply. But if you kind of just look at it and what it's doing for the people of Japan as far as like the Jasmine data locker and people they're involved with there, looks juicy. It looks juicy if you compare its story. Okay. Let's go back to our comments. What's up, Peterson? Coming over from the Underdog crypto community. Peterson's been watching me for a while. Appreciate you, brother. What's a good exchange to buy in meme coins? Les Square. Somebody can probably put that in the chat. What's a good exchange to buy meme coins? I wouldn't, to be honest with you, like memes, you can get a lot of money from memes. One of my homies, friends, he put like 5,000 in Jesus and just got like 40K right quick. Like, but it's like at the end of the day, they're just memey. Like they don't truly have a value. Like we don't know that it's going to turn into anything. It's just like your lottery ticketing yourself at that point, really. But hey, there's tons of different ways to make money here in this crypto game. Of course, not financial advice. I don't want to be anybody's financial advisor. Because somebody put in the chat something good exchanges to buy meme coins, and Les Square, I would suggest that you come into the Telegram completely free and ask that question, and like kind people will answer your question in there. Converted on my com to AVAX 2 weeks ago. XLM to AVAX. David Middleton, that might have been a really great move. Yes, it was probably a really good move. Taking stuff that hasn't moved and putting it into stuff that's moving. I feel you, bro. Feel you. But again, now XLM, it will move at some point. So maybe you might want to move some of it back, but it's up to you. I'm just talking about more that XLM hasn't moved and it will move at some point, whereas AVAX has moved now. But yeah, that was a good move, bro. That was a good move. Speaking of payment tokens, is AMP dead? AMP tends to do what it does sometimes. It'll just like look like it's dead, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, it'll move for like 2 weeks. So that's what I've noticed, and I'm going to deploy some funds to AMP because when it does move, I'm just going to take advantage of that quick movement. I like ICP. Those chain keys that they're doing are going to basically make it so you can use ICP on you can use Bitcoin and Ethereum on ICP as though you were natively on those chains. That's going to be huge. So all those big pools of money from Ethereum, from Bitcoin are going to be accessible through ICP's chain. That's the huge part of it. Huge, bro. Thorchain is sweet. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Shout out to Courtney Johnson. Good old like 5 or 6, 7x he had on that one. And he's another one in our community that covers airdrops. Real cool and really sweet of him to share that information to our community. Appreciate you, Courtney Johnson. Hope you catch the replay, bro. Know you're appreciated in this community. Let's not forget about crypto stocks. They're running. That's a good point, E. That's a good point, E. Shout out to my CleanSpark pick. CleanSpark almost up to $12 now. We were talking about it at $1.77, bro. 12x. I'm sorry. Is like a 6x. And shout out to CryptoVisor. One of the ones he was talking about was Cores. This one was at because they filed for bankruptcy. This one was at about 7 cents at one point, all the way up to 95. We were talking about that one on here too. And again, since I got it from CryptoVisor, I gave him his credit. Like to give credit where credit is due. But yep. But Cores now, bro. It's crazy. That's a multiple X there. 7 to $1. That's like shoot. 10, 12 X. Can't do it in my head. 12, 13. Wonderful, bro. Wonderful. Again, and again, those are crypto related stocks, bro. Like, I think crypto is going to push the stock market up. How, again, and the price to a certain extent doesn't matter, right? Because if you're investing in something that's $40 or $2 or 7 cents, which one is going to 2x next? That's the only thing you care about. You don't care about the price. Now, and I get why people now say that I don't really care about price. Like, don't care about price. What's 2xing next? Whether it's 7 cents, $2 or $10. What's 2xing next? That's the game to kind of play, right? And where is Bot? We were just talking about Bot. Here, I want to show you guys something with Bakkt, right? It's at $1.86 right now. But look at its earnings. This is crazy. I've never seen this before. So, oh, come on. I don't want to see that. I'm not trying to do. That's annoying. That's annoying. Shout out to Benzinga. I love those guys. I'm just messing up on my clicking. So revenue, okay? These are the last 2 quarters. So this is Bakkt, okay? So you're just chilling in the like 13 million area, 14 million area, 15 million area. In the last 2 quarters, estimated revenue 17 million, 347 million. Next quarter, 16 million, 240 million. So they beat revenue 1,920% the quarter before last, and 1,169% the quarter before that, or the last quarter. And this is because they changed their whole thing to being crypto custody for institutions, and institutions are flowing money in there. So this, in my opinion, is undervalued. And shout out to my guy, Mainly Music. He was telling me about this like way back in the day. Yeah, he told me when this made like right before this made a little surge, made money there. Shout out to him. Shout out to Mainly Music. Another person we appreciate in this community who always comes through and drops and shares knowledge with us. Got so many like OMC or OMC, excuse me. So many people. We appreciate every one of y'all, and we wish y'all a very, very prosperous 2024. But yeah, Bakkt is so undervalued here, and we can see it in these revenues, right? Not financial advice, but seems undervalued to me. Okay. And at one point, it announced a deal with MasterCard, went all the way up to $50, chilled, went to like $5, and it's been chilling at like 180. They knocked this thing all the way down 70 cents. Or at that point, bro, I wish I bought more at that point. I was so mad about that when I said I can't remember when I talked about that. But from 70 cents all the way back to 180 something. Bakkt, gotta love Bakkt. If you come over here and look at Grayscale, you'll see Grayscale has an actual crypto ETF, and Bakkt is one of the things it has in its crypto ETF. So Diamond Hands are holding Bakkt, okay? And I'm sure it's in other crypto ETFs, but the one that comes to mind right away is Grayscale. So let's just go over here and show it to you. I know CleanSpark is in a lot of crypto ETFs as well, but I think they're in this ETF too. It's taking a little while to load. Okay, I think it's this ETF. Grayscale Future of Finance, GFOF. Okay. Coinbase, Riot, Square, Mara, CleanSpark, Bitfarms, Robinhood, Galaxy, Digital, PayPal, Iron, Bit, Can, Hive, Bot. Got some others here. Nice and telling that they have 3% of that. That's cool. 6% of CleanSpark. Of course, 10 of Coinbase. But and if you really look at it over this time, CleanSpark has drastically outperformed Coinbase, but they have a heavier percentage of Coinbase because we know what Coinbase is, right? But anyway, dang, I looked at AMP chart. I haven't looked at the AMP chart forever. I remember having a ton at 3 or 4 cents. So it was like 2 years ago. Might grab a small bag. Bought my ICP between 3 and 550. Wish I could have brought more ICP. 100% feel you. Peterson, Algo, Link, Mobile, and HNT. And shout out to Cryptwork. She told us about mobile when we could have had a nice little 8x. Nice little 8x. I went and grabbed some later. Got a couple X on that. I still hold it. Helium Mobile, I think, is going to be really nice. And Helium too. So some great picks there by Peterson. Of course, Chainlink. They say Chainlink is linking into Swift, or I think it's Swift. They say they're hooking up Chainlink to Swift, and people are arguing over Chainlink being a better choice than Quant, and I think that's just like a kind of like, why not own both? Like what? But yeah, great picks there by Peterson. Karen Goswami. I'm hard work for y'all for sure. 100%. I appreciate everybody in the community. Everybody who's watched the show, I appreciate you. And thanks for the shout out there, OMC on Avalanche. Took advantage of that from one of the last lives. Appreciate it. Glad you took advantage. That's what we're here for, bro. Bought some at 21, some at 27, sold some at 37, waiting to sell or convert the rest. Okay, yep, with AVAX. Oh man, bro, I don't even know. That's a good question. Bin Q on, which is on AVAX, is still a good buy. Thank you, E. Oh, bro, OMC, thank you. Oh, E, thank you. Wow, I appreciate it, guys. That's so kind, man. Man, y'all getting to me, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chats, man. I really appreciate it. That's really kind, bro. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Appreciate it. Thank you for the deep dives and the real talk on digital assets. Happy holidays. Same to you, OMC, and your family, bro. Appreciate you. E, you already know, bro. You already know I appreciate you. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Happy holidays to you, and happy holidays to you and your fam too, E. Shout out to you and your moms. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. See, Digibyte, that's another one I've been sleeping on. Digibyte. I need to get some of that. XPRH and Stronghold. Yep. We just got through talking about Stronghold. Stronghold, man. I might have to go get some more of that today, bro. And if you have a problem getting Stronghold, get a Lobster wallet. So with Coinbase and a Lobster wallet, you can just take your Coinbase, send your Stellar to your Lobster wallet, and buy it in the Lobster wallet. That's what I did. I wish I would have did it when XLM was 20 cents and Apex was $11. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Like there's a lot of plays that I can say that I feel the same way about. Like Alex, I swear to God, Alex was 2 cents. I went over there, put just like a little bit of cash in it, and I was like, okay, like later on in the day, I'm gonna go put more in it. I just forgot about it, and then next thing I look up, Alex was like 11 cents. I was pissed, bro. I was pissed. But man, yeah, it happens, bro. It happens. It happens to the best of us, bro. What's your opinion on RSR reserve rights? I do think since it's Peter Thiel backed, at some point we get a pop out of it. So it might be a good one to just kind of just store some money in until it pops off. But that is again another payment crypto. Shout out to you for that one. For bringing that one up. This is another one. Peter Thiel back, and this is showing you something too. Like, excuse me, all of these big players, like an Elon Musk, like Peter Thiel, like who both invented PayPal. By the way, they were the founders of PayPal. The Winklevoss twins. They have these crypto payment systems, bro. XRP has their own out there. Stellar with um, Stronghold, H bar with I think it's called Drop or Drip or something like that. So they're slowly setting up these payment systems, bro. And you might not hear anything about them, but they're out there and just having a little bit of cash in them to take advantage of that initial pump. Whenever that initial pump happens, know where you want to get out. Take at least your initial investment, or take just half. Say, you know, and maybe let the rest ride. Here we go, reserve rights. Because I think last bull run this got up to like 13 cents, but right now it's sitting at like 0.003. Okay, this is not the way I wanted to see this, but I guess we'll just look at it this way since they won't play ball here. This is not at all the way I want to look at this. Okay, so okay, not hour, let's do day. Let me try again to bring this up. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Reserve rights. There we go. Finally. Jesus. Okay. This is a bigger market cap than I thought it had, actually, but non-payment cryptos have this 50 billion to 100 billion coin supply. So circulating supply is 50 billion, max supply is 100 billion. Just like XRP, just like AMP, just like a few other payment cryptos. Flare, I believe, is also that way. But yeah, if we take this back again, October, everything kind of it's up like 300% since October. But if we go back to the last bull run, yep, as high as 10 cents. So if you're just thinking, right, this is not financial advice. This is just what I'm thinking. if I just put some money over there and just wait it, right? And I'm waiting, and I set a price point of like 4 cents. That's like what? That's like at least quick math over 4x, right? 5x, right? I'm messing the math up, to be honest with you, because it's like three. I can't do the math quickly in my head, but I'm thinking it's at least a 7x or more. And I just wait for 4 cents, and at that point, just took out half wherever this plans to go in the next bull run. If I took out half at 4 cents, I would be really happy with myself if my initial investment was at 0.003, right? Because chances are in the next bull run, if things pick up the way that we think they are, and all these payment systems and payment cryptos are going to really start to be utilized, it probably passes this 10-cent mark and hits 15 or 20 cents. But just to be the most safe, one would choose to take profits at 3 cents or 4 cents, right? But at that point, you've over 7x to your money. And since Peter Thiel is behind this, he's going to get some money, right? He's not wasting his money, right? He's just not. So you can buy this on a fair number of exchanges. Right now, Phantom Wallet is all the talk for memes on Solana. All right, thank you for that, E. Bought coin at $89. Oh, some nice ones. OMC, Nexa, Tara, Joy, and Seller. I have to look at Joy. I have heard of the other ones, and I made like a 2 or 3x on Nexa. Shout out to the Patreon. And then who you call it? I think Ian Bellina put out in his coin metrics something about Nexa, and I was already holding it. I'm like, okay, thank you, Ian. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, brother. It went up right after you said something about it, too. I'm like, hey, I've been holding this for a while, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Let's look at Joy right quick. Joystream, that's another one that Ian Bolina was talking about. But yeah, if you guys have the Patreon, we've been talking about Nexa, at least in the Patreon for a while, and you can Nexa and see the dates, like, and no, I'm not capping or whatever, right? I'm not fibbing. It's in the Patreon. It's dated. Yeah, this is another one that Ian was looking at. Pretty low market cap still, but I know like right after he started talking about it, like it probably launched off. I'm sure he's taken half profits by now. But yeah, when he started talking about it, it just blew the heck up. So, still pretty low market cap though, 32 million. I'll have to do a little bit more looking into it, but at this market cap, you can at least believe that it'll go to 100 million market cap, right? And that's a 3x from here. But Ian had been talking about it since like a cent or less, and then like right after he started, like I think he started talking about it somewhere in this like cent range, which means he probably was invested somewhere over here. But yeah, it went up to 4 cents, and then it since pulled back, and still at 4 cents is still pretty quote unquote cheap, right? But yeah, that's one to definitely look at, and still a lot of room you would think to grow at 32 million market cap. And let's look at seller. I haven't looked at seller in a while. This is an ETH layer 2. This is like one of the like they don't talk about this layer 2 that much, but I believe this is an ETH layer 2. I could be wrong about that. Blockchain interoperability protocol enabling. Oh, I like interoperability. We love that around here. I think I'm confusing seller with something else. Why did I do that? Okay. Enabling one quick user experience, assessing tokens, DeFi, GameFi, NFTs, governance, and more across multiple chains. Developers can build interchain native dApps using Seller interchain messaging framework to gain access. Okay, this is cool. Which is this built on? Ethereum. You can see it's in chain because you look at the more, you got Method, Oasis, Moonbeam, Binance. That's pretty cool. XLR is another one that's kind of like this, that has this same thing going for it. And we've seen how XLR has been. That's another one. Shout out to the patrons. Like we've at least like what 3x XLR. But you can see here, last bull run, this was as high as 14 cents, sitting here at 2 cents. A definite bargain. Thanks again for that one, OMC. Appreciate you. Joy is on Peterson's radar as well. When do they add? What's up, 88 Metal Mania? When do they add? Okay, this is Michael Saylor's company, MSTR. Go back to the Benzinga. Shout out to Benzinga, by the way. I need to check on my guys over there at Benzinga. Go check on Luke and see how he's doing. MicroStrategy. So yeah, MicroStrategy's in a lot of different portfolios. I think Grayscale probably just said, that's too big for us. We can just spread it around on a lot of different things. Because if you look at it, the Coinbase is like the most expensive stock they got in there. Well, Monex, whatever the hell that is, 6.8. I don't know what that means. Maybe that means it's like on a foreign exchange or something, but I'm not sure why they decided not to get MicroStrategy. Well, I do kind of understand probably why they decided not to get MicroStrategy, because they already have their Grayscale Bitcoin trust, so they already have big exposure to Bitcoin via GBTC. So they really wouldn't want MicroStrategy, because the main thing MicroStrategy does is invest in Bitcoin. I think the more let me straighten out my thoughts. Sorry. I think the angle for this is the future of finance. So they wanted to grab things that they thought would be the future of finance. And that just happens to be a lot. They do have a lot of Bitcoin miners in here, but when you really look at it, Coinbase, Robinhood, PayPal, Did I miss Square? Square. These things are probably going to be futures of finance banks and future of finance custody holders of crypto. So I know somebody who buys crypto on Robinhood, Stellar, and a few different other things. So these are things. These are new age banks and stock things that hold also crypto. Like Square, they have the Cash App, right? So these are future of finance things that they're really holding in their hands there. So it's a mix of future banks on top of Bitcoin miners, um, on top of cryptocurrency exchanges. So I think that was kind of what they were thinking there, and they wouldn't really need MicroStrategy because they have that Grayscale GBTC. Okay, um, so that's why. That would be my guess is why I should say. Yep, I'm in Bot, Coin, BTM, CleanSpark, CIF, FRW. I didn't put enough money into CIFRW at 60 cents. I found it at 40 cents. Look at it now. Yeah, let me go look back at it. And by the way, guys, he has a well-rounded portfolio. So like when E talks stocks, I know he has crypto also. But just so you guys know, like the best thing coming up in the bull run, I believe, will be crypto. I think that's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. But if you're a person who has like, an IRA or different type of accounts through your company, and you can invest in certain stocks, and you can have control over that, this will provide a lot of value for you to look at these type of things. Yeah, bro. Wow. Yeah, 4 cents, $4 from like 40 cents. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, that's these miners for you, bro. That's these miners for you. Nice one. Nice one. E. Nice one. But there still might be like I said, I mentioned Bacht, right? There still might be some gems out there for those who want to kind of also invest in the stock world. But again, like I said, doesn't really matter price when you think about okay, 13 cents or $1.85, what's going to 2x next, right? You think after dot 2.0 we'll get a dot pump? Well, I think dot's just gonna be like it's one of those ones that's like really heavy into like the World Economic Forum and all of that. Like whenever they want to pump it, they're gonna pump it, bro. Like when that's another thing to look at is Kusama. Kusama has like a really small eye on it. So don't sleep on Kusama either. And if you're not familiar, Kusama is Polkadot's testnet. Um, a lot of like low supply coins have just been gobbled up in the last 2 months. That's another kind of sector and things for us to pay attention to. Like really low supply coins, they've just been gobbled up. Um, Rarible, um, um, Immutable X. Shout out to the patrons. I told you guys about Immutable X at like 97 cents. It's up to like $2.20, and it's just going to keep going. But yeah, so we got Polkadot here. Max supply can be infinity, but total supply is like 1.3 billion. Why it's struggling so much here. I might have to close this one out. Close that out. Close that out. Close that out. What's happening, bro? Sorry, you guys might have lost me here. My thing is kind of processed some request. My apologies if you did lose me. It probably just got rid of my background. Okay, it just got rid of my background. That's fine. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Back to Polkadot. So yeah, $50. So still, and honestly, I expect kind of all of these to break their previous high in the last bull run. Like I honestly think we see it probably maybe at a $70. But don't sleep on Kusama. And then let's cover a couple different low supply coins that have kind of surged up recently that still have a lot of room in them, I think. Yeah, so Kusama. It's finally starting to do something, but don't sleep on it. Supply can be infinite, but here under 10 million Kusama. Last bull run was as high as $538. So over 10x here in Kusama, still possible. So you had a lot of low supply coins have like a run. I told the patrons about this one. This is like a Telor. It's like a Oracle, and that's like to kind of say the least about it. I was telling patrons about this at like 80 something dollars. So another 2x, ho hum, crypto market in a bull run, just 2x after 2x after 2x. Ain't we having fun, right? Um, Again, Patreon, less than a cup of coffee, bro. I wish that I had grabbed it here at $9 or known about it at this point in time. I did not, but woo wee, look at that. Just insanity. So total supply, I don't know what the max supply is because coin market cap sucks with that, but total supply 2.5 million, and it just keeps going here. And this is around when I told the patrons just popping off, and I mean just crazy. Immutable X. Telling patrons about this because I was like around looking at some ETH wallets, and I saw like an angel investor had like I think like 1 million of these or something like that in her wallet. And I'm like, okay, I don't even care about the market cap. If this angel investor has this much in her wallet, obviously it must be doing some, it must be trying to go somewhere. And once I saw that, I suggested it to the patrons. I believe at the time it was like a little bit under $1, and away we go. Another 2x. Hum, ho hum. Um, and you can see it was as high as $9, and still a lowish supply at around 2 billion. That's pretty low. That is the max supply. Um, that's one here. Looking at Rary, that was another one. I think I suggested this to guys at like a dollar. It's up to $1.70 right now. Don't know what the max supply is, with the total supply 25 million. They have their own NFT platform, and they have their own layer 2 that is built on optimism. So that's crazy. It's crazy. Um, and that layer 2, they plan on doing NFT custody. So that's just telling you where we're heading, right? We're heading to where people's gonna actually custody virtual art. Like I don't think I'm gonna be touching NFTs like that, but it does seem like there's going to be a place where they're going to custody NFTs. And in the whole uh note of Klaus Schwab, you'll own nothing and be happy. Well, these NFTs, which will effectively be nothing but like zeros and ones on the screen, are going to be something that'll be custodied and actually have a value. Go figure, but that's what it is. That's what it is. So yeah, very cool out there, and still low market cap, only about at 40 million right now. If you can imagine the whole thing with custodying NFTs on its own layer 2 that's built on optimism coming to fruition, and they already have the NFT platform, a nice solid buy, Rarible, right? XRP, Mike Wojo. Yeah, I'm definitely about XRP. XRP's that long-term long one, right? It's just going to be long-term. They're going to suppress that as long as they can. Um, we have verified on here a Rothschild holding XRP, not shares the company, not like saying he owns part of Ripple. No, he's holding XRP. Okay. And that shows in the can of shows somewhere. Yeah, so XRP is gonna have its day. You might have to wait till 2025 to fully realize its day. Remember, 2025, I've shown you guys on here multiple times before. Shout out, I see my guy Mainly Music down there. Happy holidays, bro. I was just talking about you a little while ago on the show. Let's see here. So BIS. So I'm going to read this to you guys. I know they word it they word it funny on purpose, okay? So people don't kind of recognize what it is. Central banks to set okay. The new standard limits cryptos among banks to 2% by 2025. So, and this goes into effect January 1st, 2025. Right now, central banks cannot, as far as I know, cannot custody crypto. Central banks cannot do it. They don't have the permission yet or whatever from the BIS to do it, but they will in 2025. So that's essentially what this says, that central banks can use 2% of their reserve in 2025, January 1st, 2025, to custody crypto. There's a whole bunch of like January 1st, like 1/1, 2025, like kind of 52. There's so much esoteric stuff into this. You think about the god Janus. Look up the god Janus. It's like the two-faced god. Um, so 211 represents Janus. That's also like you add up 11. If you just add the numbers, 1 + 1 is 2. That's why it's 2%. But anyways, central banks will be able to have 2% of their reserves in cryptocurrency on January 1st, 2025. And I thoroughly believe at that point in time, central banks will probably be buying things like XRP, XLM, HBAR, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, Ethereum. So we might have to wait for that day for things to be fully realized, but it's happening. What's up, mainly? Hey, Rue, happy holidays. What do you think of Galaxy token? Any more room to fly? See, yeah, Galaxy. That's a hard one to think about. I have heard of Galaxy. I know Spencer Dinwiddie started that with the Hedera folks. And I know what's his name, Lehman Baird, founder of Hedera, was talking about it. Like he was blowing it up one day to Monty Metzger. That was like maybe like a year ago. I'm not sure what I think about this. Like, I'm not sure how far they can push it. How far would Spencer Dinwiddie push this? I really don't know. That's a good question. I think there's a place for things like this, and being in the NBA, he definitely has connections to hit like a lot of different um, social media influencers, if you will. Let's say like former NBA players, athletes of multiple disciplinaries. Like they had Zeke Elliott on there, I believe. Rappers, like definitely there's a market of people he can hit. And here's Camelot. This is one the E and guys were talking about Honda 24C or something like that. I'm messing up your name, Honda, but appreciate you being in the community as well, brother. Let's see if we can get Galaxy over here. Let's see what it looks like. So I know I went on my Hedera hash pack one day and Galaxy was up to like 40 something cents. Boy, I was like, okay, yeah, let me take half this out and put it in Hedera. I was happy that day, bro. I was happy that day. Let's see where it's sitting right now. I could have sworn it went up to like 40 or something. It was some like crazy amount. So I was just like, 20 cents for this? Okay, I'm taking half and I'm putting this in Hedera. And yeah, it was good. It was good. So one thing that's really kind of cool to see is that it's kind of reached close to so it seems to be kind of capped out at that 17-cent range. If they can pass that, that would be pretty cool. And then the next area would be this like 20 to 22 cent range. Total supply 1 billion. So not too big of a supply, which is good. But I'm wondering what Spencer Dinwiddie is going to do with this. Let's see if we can go look at their site. I wonder if they got the app ready yet. Oh, okay. Look at that. Let's see if we can play the trailer. Let's try it again. Not really a rebrand. Let me not call it that. Let me not call it that because that's not what it is. Um, like seems like they made a like that at least that commercial kind of really focused in on like a OnlyFans type of feel to it. Um, and that's cool. That's cool. Um, that's cool. That's cool. Um, pretty interesting. Like it's gonna really matter like who they can get attached to this. If they can get like certain like let's say like if like tomorrow they got like 19 keys for those of you guys who know who he is to be a part of this and like I'm not sure he would be a part of this because of the only fans-ish feeling to it, but like if they got somebody like that, like a name like that, some his content and his content really touches people, like that could be huge and flip this like on a dime. Or if they got someone like well 19s is the first person that popped in my head, Kai Sanat or something like that, this real Twitch guy come over here and like boom, like that'd be huge. Or I don't know. I don't know. Those are just the first two people that popped in my head. Um or what if they got like a rapper or Afro beats type rapper over here, or one of those nerdcore like big nerdcore anime types like Rustage or Daddy Fat Snaps. Like if they got one of those, like a few of those different people over here, and I could definitely see a world where like this could be really big, like really quick, depending on who they pull over into it. Um, Looks like Spencer Dinwiddie's kind of put himself a little bit more in the background, and some of the people like Zeke Elliott and stuff like kind of put themselves in the more in the background of this, and try to make it more about, okay, creator centric first, okay, and that's pretty cool. I like that. Um, so yeah, there's definitely a potential here. Um, where it completely ends up going, I couldn't even tell you. But I like the fact that they don't have like a ton of tokens. Um, I do like that. I like that they don't have a ton of tokens. I like that they're built on Hedera. I like this little like Spider-Man looking logo thing. Um, yeah, so there's a lot to like here. And I think this kind of has a OVO feel to it, if you guys know what I'm talking about with the whole Moloch and all of that other stuff. But anyways, um, yeah. So yeah, I could definitely see I can definitely see a place where that can really launch off. Um, but but the first thing I would want to see, and it probably happen like rapidly though, is it for it to pass that 17 mark that I think we just marked it off, and that 20 cent mark. If it breaks those highs and like stabilizes, like okay, then sky's the limit. But I think investing now wouldn't be such a bad idea. Just a little bit of this wouldn't be such a bad idea. So they clearly had some people come over in November and invest. So there's volume. There's volume there. So usually where there's some type of volume, there's probably something coming. Shout out to you, bro. What's up, Kid Grabo? Another frequent watcher and member of the Telegram. Appreciate you as well, brother. Remember when RSI just broke a quarter of a penny? You know, what's up, Crypt Work? Another frequent watcher. What's up, Janet Hayes? Another frequent watcher and a Patreon member. Uh, how do I join the Telegram? The Telegram links are in the description. You should just click on the link and it should tell you and send you right to Telegram. J Rig stole at $103. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Yep. OMC just Solana just crossed over 100. And I did get some Solana. I got in there late. I did not get the at $8. I had just one. I was just like, okay, I'll just keep one. But I fell for the whole fake, bro. Fell for the whole fake. But that's cool. I'm gonna learn from that. Move on. I like learning from my mistakes. It's great. That's why we reflect, right? Nice. $102, bro. It's crazy. So from $9 or $8, that's like a 10x, bro. And I bet you like people that knew what was going on and really kind of understood what was happening with the whole FTX thing, they probably made money on the short, and they made money when it went down to 8, and they're just loving themselves, bro. They're just loving themselves right now. Oh, bro. Solana, gotta love it. But yeah, gotta look at that ecosystem and see what you can harvest out of there. Marmalade, which people are saying are like is like the next Lido. Like so whole Solana system, ecosystem. Have to look at that and see like airdrops and all of that. There's definitely more there. But and then still remember Solana was at $250. So $102 Solana is still quote unquote a bargain. It's crazy. And I think Crypto's RS was out here saying, "Oh, I believe Solana will flip Ethereum." Like, whoa, bro, whoa, that's a that's a heavy statement. I'm not quite sure about that. Like, if we go over here and look, Solana can have an infinite supply. I don't think that's true of Ethereum anymore. So having Solana flip Ethereum, I'm not even sure about that. That's just that's a hard so I don't know, bro. I don't know. Okay, yeah, it's still infinite supply. Because they get staking rewards, right? Um, but effectively, you can say it's around 120 something million. The Solana's like five, almost five that right now, or no, not five, like four to three times that supply. Oof, that would be pretty hard pressed for Solana to flip Ethereum. I don't even know about that, but that's what cryptos R Us said. I don't know about that, but I'm gonna hold on to a few Solana, and I'm gonna check out this ecosystem because if you can find the next Uniswap of Solana, right? That like a Solana's Uniswap, if you will, that might be a pretty big thing, right? If you can do that. Click on the wrong thing. But another shout out to the patron, and I also brought it on here for you guys. Neon's up 3x. Ho hum, ho hum, guys. Just 3x's and all of that. Just gotta love it, bro. Gotta love it. Oh, this is moving so slowly right now. All right, what else can I kill? Or what else can I turn off? What is this here? Okay, IP. Shout out to International Passport and his crew. Love his channel. Okay, let's try this again. So again, on the whole interoperability tip, Neon connecting Cosmos and Solana. Injective is also trying to do that, I believe. But we were telling you guys about this at 50 cents. And I know it was like a little late, like because it was a runner. When I found out about it at 50 cents, I just knew it was a bargain even there. So sadly, I did not know about this at 7 cents, but I told you guys around 50, somewhere around here, 50, 47, something like that. And here we are. 3x later. Fabulous. Fabulous. Would I've known loved to know around this point in time? Yes, I would have loved to know. However, I didn't. But we still got a 3x, right? Gotta love that. And see another one of these coins where it's like hard to get. It's crazy. Hasn't even reached 100 million market cap yet. Crazy, guys, right? So still there are things out here where we can try to hunt these down on Solana, right? And I'm giving you guys a lot of different tips, right? Like, let's look for interoperability. Let's look at payment cryptos. Let's look, at ISOs that haven't moved. All different things that we've covered here today, right? That we can all think about in trying to reposition or adding to our portfolios coming into 2024, right? Let's try to find the next Uniswap of Solana. Hey, come on into the Telegram. It's completely free. Let's try to do this together, right? And share the wealth amongst everyone, right? We just talked about DeFi and looking at DeFi Llama and looking at, okay, which ones have this biggest 24-hour volume movement, and we just looked and saw what that effect was on Solana. Because look at that, we were just talking about that, and then it's crap's already up $7 today in just the moment of time of us talking about it, right? Not like we were the cause, but we can see the effect, right, of all the money that's coming into the DeFi, right? We can look at different things like this and see, okay, osmosis, right? Near that just moved. And strangely enough, even though we all think it's dead, Pulse Chain having $8 million flow around it in over, the last 24 hours. Just some things to look at. Stacks, right? We've seen the movement in stacks in the last couple of days. Shout out to Courtney Johnson on Alex call, right? I told y'all Alex is one of the ones where I was like, I put in a little bit, but it was at 2 cents, and I did not follow through. Pissed off about that. But yeah, Stacks and its whole ecosystem. Like, there's just a whole bunch of tips and tricks we're getting on here. I hope you guys appreciate it. What's the ticker for bot? I'm not sure which one you're talking about, Kenneth Carter. If you can just clarify that, I can get you that ticker. Yes, sir. I advise a Roth IRA for stocks, and I trust capital for cryptocurrency. I have both, and a stock brokerage exchange. I recommend it. The sooner you start in age, the better. Yep. Peace. When I sold 22 mood, what's up? What's up, Courtney Johnson? I know Courtney just messing with me on that because he is not an ISO 20022 guy. He just up here messing with a brother. That's pretty funny though. I love it, bro. Quant isn't moving as much compared to other assets. Is probably a late mover. Yeah, Quant is one of those ones like suppressed. But one day, Quant's just gonna be boom. Constellation. That's another one. OMC. Thank you. Dag. That's what I've been mentioning on the show for a long time. And I said it's criminally undervalued. Well, look at it now. It's finally up to 6 cents, I believe. Last time I looked, it was up at 6 cents. And that was one of the ones I did actually put some funds into when I thought it was undervalued, right? And here we are, ho hum 2x, right? Gotta love it. Lots of NDAs still in place for Ripple XRP, so we're gonna get surprised and the price appreciation in 2024. I agree, OMC. I agree. I think we're gonna get a lot of surprise in 2024 for Ripple's price action, but 2025, I think that's when things are just gonna go freaking dumb. Like, and they'll do something like they normally do that offers like scare, fright, and FUD. They'll do something that like, oh, Ripple delisted from this, or they'll do something to scare people to try to make them think, okay, oh, Ripple and Quant, I don't know, like XRP, I don't know. They'll do something like that. They'll do something like that. But come 2025, I don't know if it'll happen instantly, because they'll be able to do it January 1st, 2025, or if it takes a month or so afterwards. But yeah, I think we see it. I think we see it. With all those chicks in the trailer, I wonder if they're trying to be a glorified OnlyFans. Yep, that's exactly what I said. Mainly, exactly. It looks exactly like. See, brother, we be thinking on the same wavelength, bro. I tell you, it does look a lot like a glorified OnlyFans. Like they kind of made a, I don't want to say shift to that direction because it was always supposed to be for content creators, but they kind of made it look like, they kind of made it look like crypto OnlyFans with all them big boobed ladies in the whatchamacallit there. So I don't know. I mean that is a successful model that we've seen work though, OnlyFans. So if that's the way they want to go with it, I think all they have to do is just really get somebody with a huge name over there, and then boom. Like, so yeah. And there you go. Yep. Thinking the same thing, brother. Used to be one of my souls to buy Yoto. Wait, what? A Caspa meme coin on their Solana network and the Phantom wallet. Oh, cool. I think I'll just hold this one. Devs and fans of this token are really going to try to push this. 100%, bro. Can you post something about that in the Telegram, E? That sounds pretty cool. I might throw a little cash over there, bro. If you don't mind, brother. Would be crazy if Spencer paid for a Super Bowl ad. Yeah, that would be kind of cool, bro. That would be kind of cool. And Super Bowl is coming up, so pretty soon. Like playoff football is coming soon. Happy holidays, Cryptwork. Appreciate you. If it's not too late, buy at least 4 of them, Rue. 4 of what? Cryptwork. Are you talking Solana? Let me know, Cryptwork. Soul End. Solana. Yep. Phantom Beat. Yep. Solana used to be $240. Yep. And we just covered that. See, a lot of you guys thinking right with me. I appreciate it. Constellation DAG is about to take off, folks. Take a look. There we go. OMC. Constellation DAG. since 3 targets. Might have taken a little while, but we got there. Check out Sold End. Let me write that down. I don't know where my notebook is, but I got this piece of paper here. I don't know why I moved my notebook. Solana looks interesting. Soul End. Solana is good for 300 or so, but won't flip ETH anytime soon. But we'll see what happens, what the future holds. 100%, especially if they get that whole Visa thing taken, locked down. RSR is looking good as well. Rowan. All right. I have to put some more over into RSR. I do have some there right now, but I need to put a little more. Did you already take your profits on Sol already? No, I did not. I'm just kind of putting it over there. I kind of when they really started talking about the whole Visa stuff, that really let me kind of see the long term value of Solana, and then bringing it up again here, going over to Grayscale. This is one of the ones that Grayscale has a trust of. So I'm kind of thinking like anything that Grayscale has a trust of is something that long term is just going to be something that people are just going to want to hold on to, right? And at least a little bit, right? So Solana is one of those ones in the trust. Bitcoin Cash, which keeps coming up, right? Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, right? Anything that people, these big, huge companies are diamond handing, you probably would want to own like at least one of, right? So Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, they got the Chainlink Trust, of course. Ethereum Trust, Ethereum Classic, Filecoin. That's another one. It's kind of moving slowly right now, but it's going to pick up, I'm sure. Litecoin, LivePeer, which I needed to get. I should have got some LivePeer. It just recently had a nice time. Just went up to $8. I should have got some earlier. I forgot about that. But there we go. Grayscale Solana Trust. And you can see here, Stellar Lumens Trust too. So anything like this, like pretty much, like maybe not all of these, like maybe not Zcash, maybe not Basic Attention Token, maybe, but couldn't hurt to grab a little bit of those, right? Decentraland, right? Want to see what they have in their decentralized fund. I know it's probably Uniswap. No, we probably got some Curve in here. Okay, Uniswap, Aave, Maker, Synthetics, Curve, and Lido. So might be a good thing to just at least have an Aave or a Maker, at least one of them, right? I got some Synthetics, I got some Uniswap, and I got some Curve, but I don't have any Aave and Maker. Might have to remedy that today. Let's take a look at VVS. Let's take a look at it. I see Sol going higher in 2024, especially if the ETF is created for it. Could happen. Like we already see, right there, Grayscale has one. So chances are BlackRock and what's his face, Ark Invest and all of them, they'll probably have one too. Like the only problems with these, like, yes, and this is just my problem, like the huge supply that they have on these, like it honestly turns me off from these, but they do seem these are ones that do always come up. I think this is 100 trillion. Is that trillion? I believe that's trillion. Billion, trillion. Yep, that's trillion. 100 trillion. See, that's like that's that's not. I guess that's not too terrible. Of that though, bro, that bothers me. But then if I look at the market cap on it and I try to just divorce myself away from looking at the supply, um, it's only a $155 million market cap. Could it reach a billion? Probably. And what's that? Like one, two, three, four. Like that's like a 4 or 5x, right? Um, just creating a world where like could a billion be possible? Yeah. Um, it's come up from here, which was like what, 2x? It's like a 2x from here, right? Um, I had to do a little bit more looking at Crow. I know shout out to he's in there, Crypt work. And I know you're in our Telegram. Looks at Crow a lot. I don't look at it a lot. I have to kind of brush up on Crow and see what's going on. But another good thing to do if we're here, let's go over here. Let's go ahead and look at where they rank as far as on the Chronos platform. That's actually a good thing for us to look at. So Chronos was as high as 3 billion last bull market. You know it's going to get back to at least a billion. We're sitting here at 362 billion right now. A billion, excuse me. We're sitting at 362 million. And it is the top total value locked chain on Crow. That's cool. That's really cool to see. So yeah, actually that sounds cool. Like, I mean, that sounds, looking at it that way and seeing that it's the topmost chain, it other than Tectonic, that may be something to look at. Yeah, yeah. Um, I like that. I like that it's the number one total value locked kind of DeFi protocol on its chain. So yeah, might have to throw a little money there too. Let me see if I can, or where were we? I might have to dust off that crypto.com wallet. Oh, you can buy it on Uniswap too? Yeah, I could definitely see that. And knowing where crypto.com was last bull market, where Crow was last bull market, I could pretty easily kind of see this at $1 billion market cap. So BKKT, yeah, BKKT. We're China restrictions on cryptocurrency, and it's about to get even more. MEGA 24 and beyond. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yes, bro, you still live. What's up, my Crypto Space UK? My Crypto Space UK has dropped some gems on us too. What is up, brother? Wishing you a very, very successful and prosperous 2024. Okay, so Cryptwork was saying have at least 4 Solana. Got you. Thanks, Cryptwork. Appreciate you. I think I got at least 4. I had to double check that because some of that I floated into Rollbit, Marinade, and some other Solana coin. I can't remember off the top of my head. Honey. So I need to move some of those. I probably need to move some of those profits back. So do I on VSS and Tonic as well as Crow. What are your thoughts on those? E. Yeah, let us know, E. What are your thoughts on those, bro? Because I know you watch those a lot more than I do. Yeah, I got into Yoto as well. What's up, John Mitchell? I just posted an article in the Telegram about a ETF. It's coming. Okay, got you, E. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. So E just posted an article in the Telegram about a Solana ETF. I get everything here. Any opinion on Polkadot's Dex Akala? I've heard a lot about Akala, but let me tell you guys one thing, and I'm probably going to get this to the patrons. So you guys are going to get this too. Ycrypt. This is a coin that's like, it looks like Nigerian helium. Okay. Still in a $10 to $12 market cap. This is a gem. Okay. Still growing, completely growing from 18 cents all the way to 49. So, up a lot, right? Definitely up a lot since October or whatever. But if you look at this is like Nigerian helium. Okay. Let's see. Like you get a hotspot and other people can kind of use your hotspot. There we go. Is decentralized mobile internet sharing and monetization network. Ycrypt is a virtual service provider. So it's actually like bigger than Helium. That gives users the power to control their own mobile internet data. Ycrypt is an ISP agnostic and location agnostic. Ycrypt protocol is a protocol that enables end-to-end encryption of user data, bills the user for the amount of data consumed, and credits the host. Ycrypt network is decentralized network of routers, micronodes, and connected clients, including mobile phones, laptops, PCs, smart TVs, smartwatches, and IoTs. Routers are powered by custom Ycrypt operating system. Network is not controlled by any central authority. Like and it's still like, I know it's gone up a lot, guys. I get that it's gone up a lot, but it's still only a $12 million market cap. Okay, and limited amount of tokens. It's basically um, Nigerian helium. Ease comment sparked my on this one. Trying to go to the website here. Earn money when you share your hotspot. So that's what had it me thinking. It's like kind of like a helium. You can see here, Nigerian Community Communication Commission. So buy crypt, guys. Still, not at 2 cents. Still kind of a bargain there. Akala, I think Akala could be a let's look and see over here. Is it polka dot? I wish they just listed. Well, here's Akala. I just wanted to see how it ranked in okay, let me go back to chains. I want to see how it ranks in reference to other um, chains on Polkadot. Come on, bro. All right. Okay, there we go. Parachain. So I think it's like a Kala and a star, which are the big ones for it. Oh, okay. No, Moonbeam. Moonbeam. Undervalued right there. Moon might be time to pick up some Moonbeam. So yeah, Moonbeam, a star, and a Kala. But Moonbeam's looking pretty good. And Moon River just busted out too. Like yesterday, Moon River busted out. Like it went from like $6 to like $11, like real quick. So it'd be something to really pay attention to this site. Appreciate it, crypto. My crypto space UK. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well, bro. Let's get it this next year, bro. Let's do it. What's up, Mike Main? Yes, sir. I have Crow, Tonic, VSS, Corgi AI, and all the Kronos chain. Okay. Shout out to my guy E. All right, we made it through all the comments. If I don't hit you guys up by next year, I think we might have a couple more shows before the end of the year. 27th. Yeah, I'll be on here the 27th and the 30th. But just wanted to kind of reflect on the year and what hasn't moved, so we can kind of rejostle our portfolios for this next week moving into 2024. Thank you all for coming out. Really appreciate all the comments. Hope to catch you guys soon. Hopefully Wednesday. Shout out to everybody in the community. Let's have a really prosperous 2024. I'm out, guys. Enjoy your holiday. Have a good one, guys.